Hi. This might seem a little off because I'm talking about the earthquake in Italy that happened just a little bit ago, but I want to make sure that we get the date, August 24th, 2016. And the way that I found it was by just Googling it, and then I found this cute little newspaper, Kings Park Patch. The link's going to be below. And they have a lot of things on here that are very interesting, but today they're going to be having a hiring marathon from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the DDI. Hey, hey. So, August 24th, 2016, today. And also chicken with no antibiotics, vegetarian fed, is $1.69 a pound, which is pretty good. There's all this interesting stuff happening that they're talking about in this paper. Louisiana flooding. President Obama tells Americans to stay focused on disaster. That would be interesting reading. Just click on the link and then you can click on this and read any of this stuff if you want. And also we have all this other stuff going on. And obviously it's a good place to go visit because they have peaches and nectarines there. So let's get to the news that I wanted to talk about. Okay, now one of the ways I find out these things is I'm just doing something simple. I'm just checking the weather for a moment on the computer because it's kind of humid out, breezy, there's cool air blowing, so I wanted to see what was going on. I'm on IntelliCast. I back up out of here just to see what's going on around me. And that lets me know a little bit. I love that when it does that special effects. Um, Now, these green dots are related to storm, like a thunderstorm. Blue is hail, yellow square is wind, blue rectangle is hail. But the other circles are earthquakes. And red is the last 6 hours, and then it goes to or yellow, and then orange, and then gray, so that it covers 24 hours in 6 hour spans. And what this is usually a tropical storm or a hurricane. And this is kind of a big one here, Gaston. But when I backed out, I saw this, and I'm like, oh no. So then I also thought I'd take a quick look at what else is going on here in the world, and here was a 6.0 in Nabi, Indonesia, on August 23rd at 1939 GMT time. And then, of course, we have this um, what is this called? Tropical storm, and I'm not sure what this means. Okay, so they're getting rain dumped on them. And look at how this looks up here near Alaska and off of Japan. Okay, so it looks like within the last 6 hours, because it's red, they've had several earthquakes. See all the circles that are there? And then, of course, this is the area that's mountainous, and people do live there. The biggest one circle is 6.2, 10 kilometers southeast of Norcia, Italy, and I'm probably pronouncing that way wrong. Okay, now this has caused some major damage. Let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, so this is the RSOEEDIS link. I will have that below. Here it's saying I'm on the situation update. At least 6 people have reportedly been killed after a 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck central Italy, causing extensive damage to buildings and blackouts. The quake hit just after 3:30 a.m. local time and was felt across a large swath of the country, including Rome, where people in the historic center felt felt swaying, followed by aftershocks. The European Mediterranean Seismological Center said the epicenter was northeast of Rome, near Norcia in Umbria, while the U.S. Geological Survey (USGS) put the magnitude at 6.2. Italian media reported that an elderly couple had been killed when their home collapsed in uh, Pescara del Taranto in Marche region to the east of the epicenter. The mayor of Accumoli, and I am so sorry to all the Italians for pronouncing their beautiful names incorrectly, another town was hit by the quake, said he had seen no signs of life from a family of four trapped under the debris. The USGS pager system, which predicts the impact of earthquakes, issued a red alert suggesting significant casualties and damage. Sergio Perozzi, mayor of Amatrice, told state-run RAI radio that buildings had collapsed and lights had gone out across the town center. He said he was unable to get in touch with emergency responders to get help for people he believed were trapped or reach the hospital. He said, "Half the village has disappeared. There is a landslide on one road. A bridge is about to collapse on another one." Amatrice is famous in Italy as a beauty spot and as a popular holiday destination for Romans seeking cool mountain air at the height of summer. A resident of the Rieti region, which is between Rome and the epicenter of the quake, told Rai News 24 channel that she had most of her neighbors had come out into the street after feeling very strong shaking. Now, I'd like to show you what this area looks like, um, or had looked like anyway, before the quake. This is really cool because you can go right to a map of any of the disasters that they talk about. And it helps you locate like exactly where in the world we're talking about these things happening. These airplanes just stand for that those are where some airports are. And I can't click closer while it's got this map epicenter on it, so you'll see the shading here, so it doesn't look like this. But we can go in really close here. Um, Here is one of the towns that they were talking about in what I just read. But the epicenter is on this map anyway. Let's move this over here a little. And, I want to get my little guy out. There he is. Or she is. I guess for me it's a she. This little town right here, which is mountainous. But when you take this little guy here, down here, you can come up and you can look at some of what that area looks like. Now, let me get it to full screen here. Okay, so this is the dang button I was looking for to get it on full screen. And the way I have the recorder set up, we can't see the whole thing that's on my full screen. But as you can see, this is a beautiful old building in this town, and the way it's set up on these hills is actually quite amazing. It would be so fantastic to go there and visit. Beautiful roads. Um, you can just like push, these arrows and be like you're driving down the road, and you can see these old, beautiful buildings and structures, and um, the roofs are beautiful. Almost everywhere you go, because I did this earlier, as you travel down these with this little map thing, There's a lot of flowers planted all over. See here, it looks like these people just love beauty. And it's amazing that these buildings are so old and haven't broken down. I mean, even look in this tunnel here, you know, and you can see different times when different things were built. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I hope these people, I hope that no one else dies from who they have found so far. But see, like being on a hill like this, look at this railing right here, and then, you know, you can go down here. It's so absolutely beautiful. These mountains around them, oh my God, it's just so fantastic. All right, so let me look at something else here. Okay, so I went back out and looking at the map, and I want to show you the alert map that is like the main link to all this information, and I will have the link for this below. But see, all these little symbols mean things, and you can click on them um, if you click on them. Something will come up and let you know, and then you can click on like more details. But let's go back out. Um, there's more that I want to show you about this. Come on. So I'm gonna go down here, and this little yellow person you can take anywhere on here, and I just love it. Oops. Now my computer's messing up a little. But anywhere where it shows up blue, see like here, you can take a look at what's there. Oh, it's really going slow, sorry. It's like there, for example, and you can just click on it and do what I did. But in other places where there isn't the blue, um, sometimes you can still get a picture of something. So play with it if you like doing that. So then, oh, I did that. Let's go back. I want to go back to the alert map. Okay, so what I want to show you is below this map, here's where I got that information about the earthquake in Italy. Current emergencies. Okay, so now it's 3 hours ago, August 24th, earthquake in Italy, and this tells you the level of damage and um, problems. Okay, now there was other stuff that wasn't good. Here, August 23rd, in Bangladesh, the chemical fertilizer factory exploded, and you just click on here and then you can read about that. So any of these things, and this here talks about the tropical storm in Japan, epidemic hazard in Nigeria, forest fire in the United States. This area, San Bernardino, is in the mountains, and it's been dry, and a lot of people live there. Short time events, here then it tells you 59 minutes ago, landslide in Vietnam, gold mine, Ma Sa Phin, province of Lao Chai, and this is the level of damage, so you can read all about all these things just by clicking on this details. And then I'll show you how I get to where I can find out more information. And my time's almost up, so let's go back up here. Whoops, that's not what I want. Let me get back down here. So, like, let's say I click on details of Italy, go up under description, and then what I'll do is I'll highlight part of it, and then on my thing I can search Google for this, and then it will bring me up information. I can watch videos or other things, and so can you. So I'm grateful for you, and I'm here at your service.